Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what's the hidden truth about your current situation. And before we begin, I just want to give a little note about yesterday's reading. I've noticed that the third pile, most of the things that I talked about weren't even shot, and that really shocked me as well as everyone else once it was uploaded. I just want to let you in on something, because mistakes can happen once every in a while. The thing is, since I post every day, I don't usually have enough time to double check every single part of the reading itself. I always have notes of what I want to edit, on top of the usual things that I want to edit, and on top of the fact that I also have another job. Now, the solution for mistakes not to happen, it doesn't happen frequently, like in the rate that I've noticed, like a technological hiccup would happen once every, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months. No matter how much I pour my heart into making sure it is delivered with quality, they do happen. Since I'm running the whole show on my own, I do have some kind friends who help out with the emails and the store and the ordering. Also, the tips that get into the store always go to them, and I'm thankful. But I have not hired someone officially yet to help me out, and that is because I'm very worried of taking this responsibility right now, and also the time it needs to train and all of that. I still didn't get to it yet. I hope I would one day. Also, I'm very worried because I want to make sure that if I do work with someone, I want them to be happy. I want to make sure that they're secure. Sometimes I don't know what's in my life, and so I will take that step, also financially and everything, the responsibility, when I can. And so I just want to say, I hope mistakes never happen. I put my heart and soul into making sure you guys get the best experience, the best quality. And so for now, if something does arise, I want to apologize beforehand, and please do forgive me, especially that I do want to provide you guys with good quality content every day. I will try my best. I do learn from every experience, every single time. Like, there's a problem with the lighting, I learn it. A problem with the camera, I learn it. I learn as I go along. I'm not a techie, so to speak, but I learn as we go along. So my apologies for yesterday's reading. I hope something like a hiccup wouldn't happen again, but you have no idea about the actual technological hiccups that do happen to content creators and the things behind the scenes that they take care of. I don't want to reduce the amount of readings that I want to put out for you guys, that I'm excited to do. So it's really something that I will be thinking about as we go along and see how I can solve this situation. But for now, I'm just being very open with you guys. And you guys as a soul family, you're so graceful. I will never in my life like take that for granted or like lean on that ever. I will do my best every single day, but I also want to thank you for your gracefulness, your kindness, your class. Thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so let's get straight into the reading. If you want to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your piles, as always, you will also find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, let's take a look at what cards we have for today's reading. Let me pull, I actually feel this one, so let me pull that one out. Oh, look at that split. Should I change? I really feel I want to do that, so I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see what cards we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the story of the rock on the road. For pile number 2, you've got the story of deception of Tungal. And And for pile number 3, you've got the story of a mother's punishment. Okay, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the tiger's eye. For pile number 2, you've got the red Jasper. And for pile number 3, you've got the blue Apatite. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile or even all of the piles, know that you're either going to be hearing a hidden truth about another current situation that you have, or perhaps that the piles will be speaking in giving you a full picture about the current situation that they are showing to you. So trust your intuition. You'll be surprised just how it shows you what you're meant to hear. You know, you do see people in the comment section explaining how they were drawn to one pile, but they watched everything. They felt like they wanted to watch everything, and each pile was speaking to them in a way that they couldn't possibly imagine. So if you're not drawn to it and you click on it, you might find that it doesn't resonate with you at all. So this is why I encourage you guys to listen to your intuition. If you have the time and you're enjoying it, why not, right? So once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you're not interested in, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you. And as you may know, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out... Whoa, 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 whoa. Which sign was that? Let me check. Libra. So if you have Libra in your chart placement, I highly recommend it for today. But yeah, otherwise, let me shuffle your zodiac signs and pull out 4 signs for each pile. 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're very jumpy today. Okay. So let's check out what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, the signs are Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, as well as Scorpio. For pile number 2, the signs are Leo, Aries, Aquarius, as well as Capricorn. And the signs for pile number 3 are Virgo, Cancer, Gemini, as well as Taurus. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placements in your chart, especially for today, if you have a Libra placement, I highly recommend it. Please do that. Follow whatever you want to follow. What resonates with you is the right way to go. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to readings. And please note that in a moment, Spirit will be picking your pile for you in the next section. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, welcome. This section of the introduction has been created specifically for you. And as you may know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile. The Magician presents pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. I shuffle the cards around until one of them grabs my attention, and that is usually by me passing on a card or pulling a card. There we go. That's the chosen card. So, my dear soul family, your chosen pile today by Spirit is pile number 1. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope that you've enjoyed them and that you found them to be helpful in finding your pile. And once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what's the hidden truth about your current situation. Oh, I'm seeing 2 cards here. These are the decks that I'll be using, as always. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. Your significator card is the story of the rock on the road with the keywords honesty, honor, as well as integrity. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, as well as Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what we've got. Right, so what if I push this up here? I can always use this card. Yeah. You've got the card Desire, Wish upon a Star, Ambitions, Macbeth, Laying Plans, Strive, Motivation at any cost, Goal. Okay. And you've got Moon in Aquarius with Independence. Okay. Right. You've got the Enneagram or Autism under the category of Mental Tendency. And the keywords are turning inward, schizophrenia, isolation, distance, introversion, as well as confinement. All right. Let's also create space for one of the oracle cards here. Yeah. You've got the Black Fire Moon with Recharge. Lovely. Okay. And you've got the 4th Moon Mansion with the keyword Stone. This Moon Mansion is ruled by Mercury and Saturn in Taurus. Right. That's really interesting. Right. Let's take a look at your tarot cards so that we have a full picture of the hidden truth about your situation. So you've got the 4 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Strength card, you've got the 5 of Cups, Temperance card, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. The hidden truth about your current situation. I'm getting something very interesting, actually. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups in the background of the 5 of Pentacles. You feel like you are lacking something with the 5 of Pentacles. You're highly disappointed in something with the 5 of Cups. I feel like with the background of the 4 of Cups, it looks like you are unhappy. You're not satisfied with something. You feel like there's a blockage, which is the one we see on the road here, pertaining to your story, your significator card. So if we put all of this together, I would say you have a desire for something big. You really desire something big, but you're feeling like you really lack it. You're feeling highly disappointed. You're feeling like there's a huge block on your path to get this thing that you want, to get to where you want to go. And yeah, overall, you're not so satisfied. You're unhappy. Perhaps you feel like there's nothing you can do because of this blockage. Stone again. There's a highlight on the stone, which makes me want to take a look at your reading. I know this story. I'm just going to read the summary of it for you. But before I do, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here to understand your situation better. This is the Empress and the Queen of Wands. I do see that the end result here is that you are going to be powerful and abundant in having what it is that you want. What's the block? What is the block? Let me read your story for you. So the rock on the road, you feel blocked on your path. The rock on the road is a story from, let me check that. Myanmar. Let's open it up. And your story is: in a small village, a stubborn rock obstructed the road and impeded travelers. A determined farmer decided to remove the rock for the sake of all who used the road. This revealed a hidden treasure under the rock, which he promptly presented to the king. The king revealed that it was his plan all along to reward the one who helped the community, and the farmer left with both the treasure and the king's blessings. This card asks the user to embrace a spirit of generosity and community, and to remember that challenges can lead to hidden opportunities. In your journey, know that some rocks are on our path to test us. Approach them with determination and patience, for they may conceal treasures of knowledge, personal growth, or even unexpected rewards. Sometimes it's both for you. Sometimes it's the most ordinary acts of kindness and perseverance that lead to the most extraordinary outcomes. When we contribute to the well-being of others, the universe often rewards us in surprising ways. It actually reminds me of the autism card. I feel like that's this type of energy here, where a lot of people misunderstood autism, but scientists are revealing these days that they're very gifted. Also, their highly gifted spirituality. Maybe it's another, maybe, who knows, maybe it's just someone who's so in touch with their gift, maybe an elevated soul. All I'm trying to say is that something may look on the outside as rough, but it could actually contain a huge gift, and it may actually be something amazing, misunderstood. So I feel like what's the hidden truth is more of a spiritual truth in your pile. It's something you're not spiritually picking up yet. It looks like your reading is showing you that the very obstacle you're disappointed about in your path, that hanged man, the discomfort you're currently going through, the pause, the being stuck, is the very strength that you can use or will use one day to get exactly what you want. One day you will actually feel like, hey, that's so lucky. Others are going to be, hey, that's not fair. That's not fair. How did you get it so big? But you've also gone through the hard part. It's like a genius who does all these amazing things in the world, and people clap and they go, my God, how can you be such a genius? And this person would say, well, the very gift that you see now was the very thing that people, what's the word? That people criticized. So the very thing, in my opinion, that you are criticizing today, being the huge block, it shows that it will be the very thing that brings you that desire, that wish upon a star, the thing that you really want. So what are you supposed to do to unlock this gift? There's something about recharging. We'll find out what recharging, calibrating, and finding balance mean in a moment. But I want to look at the stone here. Independence. You will gain independence from the very block that you're currently going through. Mercury in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus is easy communication. It's not saying a lot, but making sure that what you say is valuable. So there's something about taking it easy. It's not about being hectic and trying to fiddle, and because with the string here, the more you force it, the more stronger it's going to hold your feet. I feel like, especially with Saturn and Taurus, that the lesson here is the slower you go, the easier you take it. The slower you go, the faster you release yourself from whatever is obstructing your path. Trying to get out of it before due time, trying to find your independence right away, is working the other way around for you. It's keeping more stuck. Perhaps it's due to the emotions. I feel like you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, just like the star figure in the Temperance card. Just like the Temperance card. You want to take action as you do, but you want to take it emotionally easy. Don't try to rush. Don't hate the obstacle. You won't be able to alchemize it to your favor and find that strength that you are looking for. And so to recharge is to take it easy. Don't rush it. Don't try to get out of the situation. Sometimes, even in karma, when you rush your karma, you get more entangled, and you make it bigger. Don't get out of karma fast. If it's meant to go slow, don't push yourself, is what I'm trying to say. If that's the pace, accept the pace and take it easy. You will realize that by taking it easy, you're actually moving much faster than any time before, your experience before with this. You'll actually start to see yourself moving faster. So take action on one hand, but also emotionally take it easy on the other hand. If things don't get resolved right away, don't worry about it. You want to be easy on yourself. You want to be gentle with yourself. You want to listen to yourself, with anything, autism, ADHD. I'm not an expert here in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you the things that I know. Autism, ADHD, anxiety, any sort of thing that one is going through. And now with the disclaimer, I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The guidance is always do what works for you. You know, it's not like a one glove fits all. You have to understand where you're at and make it as a comfortable environment as much as possible, in order to eliminate the triggers, as the experts say. And then, little by little, if you're guided by your expert, to start working on it from that safe place, like it's almost a environment that is conducive to your growth, but also stepping out of your comfort zone. um, and yeah, do it like that. So I'm seeing both elements. You want to take action, but you also want to make it conducive to your own well-being, in your case emotional well-being. So don't rush it, don't try to push yourself to get out of this situation, leading to feeling even worse or feeling even more stuck. You know, accept the situation for what it is now in terms of its speed or how stuck you are or the obstacle. And you will see that if you work with this obstacle rather than try to push through it and get out of it, if you work with this obstacle, kind of like try to understand it, try to see what this obstacle is, what it's trying to show you in your life, work your way through removing, um, digging deeper and see what the actual issue is. And if you work more on that, you'll be able to actually remove the obstacle. An example to that is, like, for example, you're trying to finish off studying an exam, and you're like trying to study this part. When you're done, you go to the next part, you study the next, like you learn it by heart. By the time you get back, you've forgotten that chapter, and it's becoming frustrating. Like, you've worked for such a long time, you're not moving anywhere. You go to that chapter, you learn it by heart. You go to the next chapter, you learn it by heart. By the time you go back, you can't remember a word, and it's frustrating. So perhaps you want to stop and look at the real obstacle. What's the real obstacle in this situation? It could differ from one person to the other. Perhaps for one person, instead of thinking the easier way out is to just learn it by heart and just look for the keywords in the exam or write it the way it is, maybe the fastest way, leading it to it being the longest way. Perhaps it's better to actually take a long time understanding the subject, and so you never have to learn anything by heart again. And now it's easy. It might look like it's going to take a longer time, like maybe to you learning this by heart in 2 weeks, and then learning that by heart in 2 weeks. I'm sure nobody really does that, but you know what I mean. And then that would be done in a month, only to find that it's been dragging for months and months and months. Whereas the other option was to fully understand it, and it may take 2 months instead of 2 months and a half even, but you understand it like the back of your palms for the rest of your life. Maybe actually faster. Some other people, maybe the issue is not in like going back and forth with learning it by heart. Maybe it's something that you actually have to learn by heart, and so you want to reduce the time of learning something by heart every day so that you have a revision time for the other chapters. We can go on with examples. I think you know what I mean here. I mean, don't try to rush it. Allow it to reveal itself to you. If you take it easy, specifically emotionally, because that seems to be the burden that's keeping you stuck in place, you will be able to open yourself up psychically to see things beyond your limitations. And you'll be able to go, oh, how about this creative idea? How about I do it like that? And you won't be able to see what your mind wants to show you psychically if you're so stuck emotionally. And that's really the hidden truth about this current situation that you are inquiring about, because it looks like it's something you're not seeing psychically, or you're maybe not seeing, something hidden from you, from yourself, that you're not seeing, it seems. Something hidden from your mind. The only way to gain independence is to be stable. Mercury in Taurus is to look at the situation, communicate, deal with it with slowly. That's the lesson here with Saturn. And for this very reason, your first guidance is recharge. You're in a, I don't want to say tough situation, but you're right now emotionally fueled. You need to recharge. So, how are you guided to recharge in your situation? My dear pile number one is to take it easy, temperance. Take it easy until it comes together. Let it cook. Let it take form in the way it's supposed to. Let it simmer. It's meant to take its time for it to create a new form. So, how are you guided to recharge? Oh, you've got the Four of Cups in the background of the Four of Swords, like literal. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep, first of all. If you're not sleeping enough, that's the first guidance. Rest. Yeah, it's like actual rest. It's like Reem, an actual rest is what we're talking about. Yeah, actual recharge. Take your time to sleep. Recharge, I guess. Yeah, take it slow. Six of Swords. Taking it slow is your winning card because that's the background of the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory and success. Taking it slow. So, first of all, you want to make sure you have enough time to rest and recuperate. Perhaps you've been hard on yourself. Another thing is you want to take it slow, right? Oh, because that is literally going to make you very abundant, whatever abundance here means for you. It's going to change because that's the background of the Ten of Swords, is going to change your situation from feeling like Ten of Swords, you know how it looks like? A figure lying on their face and 10 swords on their back. So there's debilitation, there's pain, there's feeling like it's over. It ain't over till it's over. And so you're going to go from feeling so much pain to easily becoming super abundant. It is your fastest way. It's your winning card. Can you imagine taking it easy, taking it slow, taking a good rest? That's what probably the hangman here also wanted to say. Taking a good rest. Perhaps the universe is blocking you so that you can understand that you need to take care of your health with temperance here. Take care of yourself. It's not going to happen, my dear pile number one, unless you understand the lesson here with Saturn, and that is Taurus. Take care of your body, enjoy your life. Taurus, they know how to enjoy their lives. They take it easy, they're calm, they definitely take time to sit still. They enjoy the best things in life, no matter what they have. So, yeah, all of that I definitely see in your reading. And with that, respecting the obstacle and working with it instead of trying to push through it is the treasure on your path. You might be surprised that you don't have to go a long way. The treasure might be right under your foot, and you can't see it so long as you're trying to push through it and out. Maybe the universe doesn't want you out because the treasure is right there. And what you want is right there. But the more you push through it, the more you're not going to be able to unlock it. And so let's say you're trying to work your hardest. Let's say you're a lawyer and you have to learn all these laws. And so pushing out of it by like just learning one law and then moving to the other and being frustrated because you forgot the other, which is the example we've been using. So not to use the time to look for another one, reading time, I mean. In that case, perhaps the treasure here is that the universe is preparing you to be one of the best lawyers in your industry. And so maybe the universe doesn't just want you to go ahead and learn it by heart and just forget about it later. Maybe the universe wants you to find a technique, connect the laws together, understand things like create a system in order to understand what these laws revolve around, what they're trying to say, what they're connected to, forever making you a genius in being able to connect these laws together and help your clients out, to help find the truth. So yeah, perhaps that is the treasure, because if you right now, while you have the time to understand these laws properly, when else are you going to have that all that time to grasp it in? Maybe of course you have time, but not in that way. And actually understanding it right from the beginning is going to make you a master, forever the best lawyer. Why settle for mediocrity when this is what you really want? And so this is saying, embrace the obstacle. Don't try to push through it, but lean into it. Take it easy. Take it slow. Try to see what it's trying to teach you and try to push it out little by little, because it's only through the little by little that you will get the inspiration on how to do it right. If you're rushing emotionally through it, you're just not going to see it. And think about it. You know how when you like wrestling with something, you're like, oh, why is it coming out? And then you get someone telling you, calm down. It comes out easily. It's the same thing. You don't want to rush. You want to be calm, take it easy, and it's going to work easy. That's how energy works. Finally, with regards to the hidden truth about your current situation, it's all about timing. We've been talking about how things will move faster if you go slow. So how fast can this go should you apply your guidance? My dear pile number 1, how fast can this go? Like, can we kindly get some form of timing for pile number 1, please? What are we looking at? So the devil and the king of cups. Again, the devil is like being stuck, right? Versus the king of cups, enjoying it, taking it easy. You've got the king. Like, I'm just telling you the messages before we take a look at the timing. King of wands, emperor and the king of wands. Taking it easy gives you so much power, like power, power, power. And the Queen of Pentacles is the veil. I think you may not believe this, but the High Priestess is a veil. You're one veil away from the Queen of Pentacles living the reality that you want. Veil means like, it's like a portal. If you just put your hand in, for example, it's not actual timing. It's really your choice. It's closer to you. The veil becomes clearer and clearer, the less dense an energy is. And so it's literally saying you're a veil away, moments away. You have no idea how moments away you are from the reality that you want. If you remove your attachment from wanting to go through it, but instead love the fact that it's giving you power. Just like muscles, the power is in the rest. After you exercise, you must rest. This is when the muscle becomes stronger. So you're already taking action, which is akin to exercising. Now you want to rest, and that's akin to the recuperation and the growth of the muscle. And so don't be so attached to getting out of the situation. The timing is right now if you choose it to be. You won't believe how you can get out of the situation. It's like trying to get out of something and then it comes out easily. You know, this reminds me, I told you guys about this before. When I was a little girl, I would sit next to my grandmother, who I adored, and she would teach me how to knit. And so as a little girl, I would have frequent knots. My grandmother would laugh. And I would be so frustrated because I can't get them out. And my grandmother would tell me, calm, my dear, calm. She, like, with the frustration after a long time of me trying to untangle, my grandmother would teach me to do it calmly. And I would see how, with her patience, she would able to untangle it right away. And so I've learned to be calm. Calm, my dear, she would say, calm. So I would too take a deep breath and try, and it works. It untangles calmly. And so I guess that's how the experts do it in everything. And so similarly, easy does it. It really does it. Take it easy and you're moments away. Like you're the less dense the energy, the easier you pass through. Yeah, and my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. If you were really wondering what's up with the situation, it's all, the keys all in the emotions. Take it easy and you shall pass. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what's the hidden truth about your current situation. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If, as always, oh, look at this one. And 1, 2, don't tell me 4. Okay. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, thank you. Let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your significator card is the story of deception of Tungal. Oh, thank you. And the keywords are deception, obliviousness, as well as danger. And the keyword, sorry, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Aries, Aquarius, as well as Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay. So let's get straight into it. I love shuffling this deck. It just feels, there's something that feels so good about it. Well, we came out with 2 cards for now. 3, actually. Yeah. Look at these cards standing out. I think I have your, or oh, it just sounds so good, feels so good. Yeah, I love this deck. Okay, so let's pull this card out. You've got Jupiter in Sagittarius with Principle. Let's take these. Whoa, we've got the Sun in Leo with Fortune. Gosh, nice. Okay. You've got Saturn in Scorpio with Inheritance. Fortune and Inheritance. Right. You've got Venus in Taurus with Romance. You've got the keyword trust under the category of essence. The keywords here are confidence, certainty, wish, hope, aspiration, as well as expectancy. Okay. Very interesting. Trust. You've got, the goddess Freya, the Norse goddess Freya. It's an Aquarius new moon, or as the category of this deck, a black moon. Ooh, you've got love. Okay. Now we are getting a lot of love energy here in this pile, whether it's talking about romance or not. But look, romance, love, Freya, the goddess of both love, fertility, sex, as well as war. That's another element that I'm seeing here. Okay. Let's see. Morality. So the keywords here are self-respect, commandment, free spirit, ethics, temptation, crime, double standard, right, piety. Very interesting pile. We're getting a lot of elements here intertwined together. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the transformation. This is the death card, the transformation. The keyword here is transition. You've got you are one with authenticity, with the keyword authenticity. That's an extra card in this tarot deck. Okay. The Judgment with the keyword opportunity. Strength card with the keyword fortitude. And we've got the goddess Lakshmi, which is a goddess of fortune. Wow, okay. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles with rewards. Oh, well, we don't have space there. It's okay. We can put this one here and this one there. Six of Wands with victory. You are one. I read it right now. You are the one, but let's see. You are one. Authenticity. Like be yourself. So where do we begin with this reading? Let's untie and uncover the message here. Your current situation. Let's understand your current situation first. Because it involves so much. Where do we begin here? I feel like your reading is offering so many details that I'm a little lost. A frog. A frog and a princess. I feel like there's something about you must kiss many frogs before you find your prince kind of energy. It doesn't have to be, again, about love. It depends on what your situation is for each pile, each person listening to this pile. But there's an element of that. What's your situation? Nine of Pentacles, Wands. You are one. Authenticity. You know what? Let's start with the story. Yeah, let's start with your significator card. Deception of Tungal. It's a story from Brunei. Page 9. There we go. So it says, a compassionate fruit farmer offers refuge to a seemingly helpless maiden who suddenly appears on the banana farm. Love blossoms, but as the farmer's health deteriorates, his suspicions about his wife's true nature grew, and his friends urged him to seek out the truth. Okay. The farmer tried to seek out any trace of her past, and his investigation revealed a malevolent secret. The maiden is actually a bloodthirsty banana demon that was feeding on his blood at night. Oh. This tale urges discernment and resistance to superficial charm. The alluring surface can hide peril, and the seemingly innocent may harbor ulterior motives. This card is a warning, advocating vigilance and wisdom in matters of trust and the heart. Beware of being enslaved by the allure of the maiden, draining your vitality. It's a call, like there is a vampire here in this situation. There's something sucking your energy or something. It's a call to protect yourself from deceptive charms that could lead to your downfall. Right. Thank you very much. This sort of ties a lot together that I'm seeing here, especially with the prince idea. So I would say it looks like either a person, for most of you, because this is a lot of love, but war here. There is either a person or a situation in your life that is giving you so much pleasure, but behind all of this glory that it's, and the glitter, the glitz and glitter that it's providing you, all the fortune is showing you, it's at war with you. It is sucking your energy. It's not making you feel well. And so the hidden truth about your current situation, that although it looks all good, it's a deception. You must look within and really ask yourself the hard questions here. Perhaps you've been avoiding to be true to yourself. Maybe you just want something that you feel you're fortunate about so much that you may be unlooking, because there are a lot of sad eyes here. You may be unwilling to look at the true reality of the situation. And the reality here seems to be that it's an actual war with you. And so Aquarius new moon, it is guiding you to start a new page with yourself, to think about it in a totally different way. And the thing about Aquarius is that it's not looking at things, it does not look at things emotionally at all. It tries to get to the truth of a situation without any bias, without any preconceived notion. It just wants to find, it's a sign that just wants to find the truth. Because from that point is where you can actually fix something and deal with something once and for all. And so your reading is guiding you with principle here to explore. Jupiter in Sagittarius, again, a combination of opening your mind to explore freely without being afraid, like opening up the closet. What is it called? Skeletons in the closet. Like opening up that closet, looking at the situation truthfully. And with the kissing the frogs until you find your prince, be okay with the fact that this situation may not be right for you, and it's not the end of the world. In fact, we all have to kiss some frogs before we find our prince, metaphorically speaking, right? Ask, for example, in terms of even business. The business people will tell you, we've lost millions before we made the fortune. We've made a lot of mistakes. We've lost so many things until we've reached that glory. And I guess it's part of the price along the way is the price of learning. It's like the actual taxes to learning. It's what you got to pay to learn. And so it seems like with love and romance, you may be over romanticizing this situation, this situation that you're struggling with. You really love it, but at least you're acknowledging that there is a form of struggle. Yeah, that there is a form of struggle here. Internal struggle that you may not want to look at because you're over romanticizing it. Divorce here seems to be a no-no. Especially with inheritance, it seems like this situation came very easy to you. That's another aspect in your reading that shows that it's making it harder. You know, like a person who just inherited all of this massive wealth may think that they can't create that wealth on their own. They didn't try the potential and see who they really are. So maybe they don't want to lose the wealth, but that particular person, I'm not saying everyone, but that particular person may just realize that it was the one thing standing in their way of having an amazing life, of meeting the right people, of engaging in their passion and seeing just how successful they are. They could be one of those people that could lose wealth 1,000,000 times and bring it 1,000,000 times back. So they could be that one person that says, oh my God, I was so stuck in the wealth my family passed on to me. I'm not saying this is true for everyone, but I'm saying it is true for you. In the energy of your reading, it's saying trust. Trust that you are going to be fortunate, but value self-respect the most. See, when it comes to your energy, which is endless, that will always be there. Your energy is that of fortune. You will always be fortunate. Will you learn along the way? Yes, but you will always have opportunity. But in terms of self-respect, that's something with morality that you want to value. And virtue, corruption, there seems to be something wrong here that you really want to look at. Sometimes the very person, just like this farmer who is so close to you, that sleeps with next to you at night, could be the very person who is betraying you. And I'm saying this metaphorically speaking. So I want to say here, it could be the very thing that you are holding on to, maybe the very thing that is causing you not to get the thing that you want. And so you're guided to stay true to yourself, even if staying true to yourself means like you got to look at the very thing you tucked in your closet and you don't want to look at. Staying true to yourself means that you put yourself first before anything else. You value yourself first, so much so that you're willing to open the closet and go, right, I'm looking at these things and that's fine. That's part of my story. That's the good stuff. That's not so the good stuff for now. And I'm willing to embrace all of this to stay true to myself. And so it's a matter of judgment here. Like judgment, Aquarius, Sagittarius, having good judgment on your situation, because that is what will give you the true strength. And that's what you may not be seeing at the moment. Now, you might be feeling, oh my God, I'm so afraid to look, the highlight is on the eyes, to look at the situation, because how easier can I get it? And if the cards here weren't enough to show you that, look, if you've got to deal with things in life, one thing that you don't have to deal with is opportunity and fortune. That in this lifetime comes easy to you. And the fact that you've gotten this easy is a testament to that. And so it's not like lack, it's just a testament to it. And so again, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands shows you will always be lucky, fortunate. You will always manifest what you want. You will always be victorious. It requires you to be bold this time. You are going to be releasing from your closet, your internal world, these very things that are causing the low vibration, that are keeping a lion like you stuck in place. And the whole world is your playground. So be okay with kissing a frog that doesn't turn out to be a prince, and look forward to the next frog, because as always with Lakshmi, you're always going to be blessed with strong strength, strong fortune. Yeah. And the apple reminds me of Alice. Oh, sorry, no. What's wrong with me? I'm sure you know, and you're like face palming now. White. How can I forget this princess? Like, what's wrong with me? Snow White. My goodness. Snow White. And so with the apple, there is the false love. Hey, take the apple because I care about you. But it's poisonous. So don't keep sleeping. Wake up. Your reading is saying, wake up. Oh, and the kissing the prince again. Wow. So wake up. In your case, the savior is you. To save the self-respect, to save the corruption, don't fall victim to those or a situation that does not really care about you. If anything, it looks like it's poisoning you somehow. It's at war with you. It's okay to have kissed the wrong frog. There are many others, and the right prince, and that's metaphorically speaking, the right situation that you want is there for you. And I've just envisioned a movie played out of a weird story. So maybe that will make sense to you, because it's a crazy story that just formed in my mind right now as I was looking at the apple. I was thinking, hey, what if there's a white apple? And I instantly thought maybe there on another planet there's a white apple, and a human being goes, "What? Your apples are white?" And the other person from the other planet says, "Yes, it's white and it's red on the inside. Yum, yum." And the human says, "Oh, it's funny. On our planet, the apples are red on the outside and white like on the inside. It's the other way around." And this person from the other planet, let's call them ET for now, just for the sake of the reading, says, "What? When you bite into the apple, it's white? Like you're eating the white stuff instead of the red stuff? That must be boring." And the human says, "No, it's not about the color, it's about the taste. It tastes so good." And the alien's like, "Ha ha ha," or the ET's like, "Ha ha ha. Are you um equating apples to love? Because in love, it doesn't matter what's on the outside. What matters the most is the core, and how happy a person makes you feel." And then the human thought, "Oh my God, well, it's the other way around in our planet most of the time. Not everyone. Most people are very focused on the outer look, and a lot of the times they miss the core and how happy a person makes them feel, the, the real core of the person's soul." And then the human realized for a second, "Oh my God, it's like so opposite. Perhaps the apples on this planet transformed, changed its look based on the perception and the growth of the people. They no longer needed to pick the apples because of how red it looks on the outside. The apples and all the insects and everything understand that the core is more important, and so it doesn't have to be shiny on the outside anymore." And so the human realizes that our whole world will change when we focus less on the glitter and the outside and more on what really matters and makes us happy. Just channeled it weird, but I promised you guys if I channeled something, I usually share it, but a lot of the times I don't. So I'm just sharing a story that I got in my head. So perhaps somehow it helps you out in understanding that maybe it is so nice in one way, but if it's putting you at war, is it really nice? And you may want to lean more into what truly is soul fulfilling, what truly is good and delicious, rather than the glitz of it all. To take care of oneself first and foremost, and to trust that fortune for you, my dear pile number 2, will always be there. Okay, so easier said than done. Let's take a look at how you're guided to do that. Why don't we put these back in? Or actually, let's leave them here, right? I just want the space for the rest of the reading. Oh, look at that. 3. So on a split, the decks are showing new ways of picking the cards these days. And this one. Right, so how are you guided to apply this exactly in your life? 8 of Wands, message. It's easier said than done, I'm sure. So how are you guided to do this? 8 of Wands, message. The Temperance, moderation, right? Okay. The moon, concealment. Interesting. The frog again. Whoa, Four of Pentacles. Greed. You're holding on to your frog too tight. Right. So moderation. You are guided to... You're not guided to take right away drastic changes that you feel like you can't handle right away. Things are done in moderation. But having said that, with the Eight of Wands, you must start moving, because any longer holding on is really harming you. So the key is to start moving, but it doesn't matter how fast you go. You are guided to do it in moderation, just like Confucius. There's a quote by Confucius. I think it doesn't matter how fast you go. What matters is that you don't stop. So keep moving. You've realized that this situation is harming you one way or the other. You've realized that you're holding on to a frog that is not turning into a prince. And so you want to start taking action. Easy, in a way that resonates with you, calmly, but action nonetheless. I don't know about the situation, but maybe with regards to your situation, like for example, if it's a job, then you want to start looking for something that resonates better with you. You want to start taking action. And concealment seems to be a thing here. There's something about, you don't need to advertise what you're doing. You don't need to share something that others who hurt you, right, who don't care about you, shouldn't know. You have a right to your privacy. You have a right to protect yourself, whatever this is. So there's the advice of, you don't have to reveal everything right now. Release with the Four of Pentacles. You're holding too tight this frog. You need to start accepting the fact that this huge frog has like taken its good time to grow, and it's not turning into a prince. It's not doing anything. And maybe it's time to let go. How to let go? Easy does it. No drastic changes that you can't handle now, but starting to take action is the key. Also, with the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of communication, perhaps internal communication, depends on what the situation is. You want to think about it a lot. You want to put thought into this. There's a cupcake here. I feel like the more you think about it, especially Eight of Wands with the Aquarius and Sagittarius, I feel like the thought needs to be put into this. The more you actually face these fears, put thought into it, the more you will find that there is a sweet thing about the situation that you are in. Perhaps this shows what is hidden about this situation. Again, like hidden inside something that's hidden. Two hidden things here. So if you think about it well, you'll find that there is a cupcake. There's something sweet about this situation. What is this sweet thing? I'm noticing the brush. Maybe you can create something or draw something. Wait, we'll wait. There's something sweet here. Eight of Swords, imprisonment, and the paranormal. Two crystal balls. What? That's an extra card in this deck. So I think here there's a surprise that the universe has for you. That with the Eight of Swords, because you were so stuck in this situation, you couldn't see it. I'm telling you, you're a very fortunate person. There's something about that, the 8 and the 8, free versus stuck. There's something about, if you let go, you will actually be able to see right away something much bigger. It's almost like a mother trying to release something from the grasp of a child because it fell on the ground. They don't want them to put it in their mouths. And they're like gently trying to release that in order to give them something that they'll love better. but the child is just like grasping. They're like, no, 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 don't want to let go. And the mother's like, hey, don't worry, I'm going to give you something nicer. Look. The child doesn't understand at all. And so gently, as the mother releases to protect the child, and she gives them the other one, the child's like, oh, they love this new thing. It's colorful, it's beautiful. So I'm almost seeing for you that you're holding on too tight with the Eight of Swords. If you release Eight of Wands, you will see a surprise that the universe has for you. I'm so curious. I want to help you with this. Are we allowed, first of all, yes or no, to see what the universe is holding for you? A clue, or maybe the thing? The habit. That's the devil card, dependency. I'm seeing with the eye color of this girl, two different eye colors, since we're talking or asking about seeing with the devil card. You won't be able to see all of it, but if you use your psychic powers, like your intuition, to try to read the energy of what it could be, you can grasp at it. Even the cat, the intuition has two colors. So through your intuition, you might actually go, oh, I think that's what the universe has for me. You can kind of pick it up. Can you fully pick it up, however? Not totally now, because with the dependency or the devil card, you're again so attached to this that your heart's wonder will not be able to show it to you, will not be able to take you there. So you must release again for you to fully see it. Can you psychically see it? A bit, yes. But the more you detach emotionally, the more your emotions will be able to be free and show you something else. So yes, part of you can see it. What can you see? The part of you that can see something, what can you see? Queen of Wands reminds me of Aries right away. Determination. Queen of Wands. What can you see? Queen of Wands shines bright. Queen of Wands is desire. Queen of Wands is living the life that she wants, and she's so confident and powerful to live it. She claims it, it's hers. Nobody can dare to take it from her. So you're seeing through your desire with the wands what you actually want. Through your desire, you're like, ah, oh, that's what I want to get. I'm not getting to it. Why am I not getting to it? So the universe is like, yeah, what you desire right there is accessible. But you can't get it if you're tying your own hands to something that you know is just not giving. We're going to give you this fortune. The fortune is your energy. It's part of your energy, it's part of you. And so it's not like the universe is putting ultimatums like you must let go for us to give you. I feel like here it's talking about you're tying your own hands. We want to give you what you deserve. Let go, focus on yourself, self-respect first. Let it go. Because you know that that's really what you want. You know. And that's specifically what the universe wants to give to you. And when we asked, how can you let go? It's not letting go all of a sudden. It's taking action right away. Perhaps through planning, maybe through thought. Yeah, through thought. Doing things in moderation, taking it easy. Also, you don't have to talk much. It's a time to feel and be inspired. But most importantly, at least emotionally and mentally, at least it begins like that. It's time to let go. Greed only means that you don't have faith, trust that there's more that's standing right there for you. And the real truth about why this came easy to you is because that's your energy, and that it will always come easy to you. Let it go slowly and easily. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your situation, the hidden truth about your current situation. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what's the hidden truth about your current situation. And these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 from this particular deck. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue Apatite. Your significator card is the story of a mother's punishment with the keyword cut off, heartbreak, as well as neglect. What should we do? Let's do that again. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Cancer, Gemini, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay. So let's get straight into it. And take a look at the first oracle card that you have. Interview. Okay, so some of the keywords here are press conference, journalist, gotcha question, fake news, investigative. Don't know why I had a trouble with that. Investigative journalist, investigative journalist, live interrogation, news channel, so on. So a job application, that's another thing. Prosecutor, celebrity, paparazzi, portrait, and so on. Okay. You've got, whoa! Gosh, when this card comes up. That is the goddess Fortuna, the goddess of fortune. Yeah, Fortuna. This is the 11th moon house that is ruled by the sun and Jupiter in Leo. The expansion is massive. Okay. You've got the Enneagram feeling unidentified under the category of basic fear. And the keywords are misunderstood, insensitive, unseen, annoying, unimportant, unrecognized. Okay, very interesting combination of cards for sure. I feel this one. Oh, and you've got Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. How about we place it right there? Oh. Yeah. You've got Venus in Aries with lust. Sun in Aries with assertion. And you've got Mercury in Capricorn with organization. Right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the 10 of Swords and you have the Phoenix rising, right? That reminds me of Scorpio and how they gain their strength. They're an emotional sign, yet one of the strongest. And so they transmute that energy. It's because they feel so deeply the pain. Each water sign's, just like every fire sign and every air sign, common in the element, but they deal with the element in a different way. And so Scorpio, because of the pain, it is because of that pain and their desire, great desire to overcome it, that they become one of the strongest signs. So just like a volcano, vulnerable at the core, but it creates a lot of power coming out. So also with the volcano, the lava is hidden, it's unseen. So I don't know how this is going to play out yet, but these are the elements I'm picking up on. Perhaps something you're not seeing. Okay, so Queen of Swords, and the reading might take us in a different place, like hidden danger, for example. So let's wait. Queen of Swords, the Fool card, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. This one also moved, so let's take it. What is hidden and what's the situation itself, actually? Where do we place this? Right there. Right in the middle. Right. So, oh, look at that. 1, 1, 1, 1. Whoa, another one. This feels so divine, this reading. I mean, I'm seeing so many energies, but I'm not yet able to put the picture together. I'll do what I've done with the rest of the piles. The significator card really tied everything together. So let's see what this situation is about. Here we've got a mother, and then we've got the goddess Hera, who was saving her daughter, Demeter. So we've got an element of that, maybe something that you really care about. Right, so a mother's punishment, that's harsh. What's the story? It's a story from Brunei, and let's check it out. Cut off, heartbreak, neglect. Right. So, yeah, neglect. Okay, so the story is, this card depicts the tragic tale of a devoted mother who sacrificed everything to support her son's dreams. Years later, he returned as a wealthy yet cruel man, forsaking his own mother. Yikes, that hurts. And ridiculing the less fortunate. Heartbroken by his transformation, she invoked a curse upon his ship at sea. Oh, that escalated quickly. After the tempest subsided, only a solitary jagged rock, now known as Yong Batu, emerged from the depth. When this card appears, reflect on the dynamics happening in your relationships. Have you neglected someone who had treated you kindly? Are you being taken advantage of? That's another way to look at this. This somber tale reminds us of the intricacies of human relationships. It urges us not to abandon those who aided us in adversity, and serves as a sobering reminder that love is sometimes not enough. The rugged rock amidst turbulent waters reflects a lasting imprint of heartbreak, reminding us that sometimes we must sever ties with those who inflict harm. Oh my God, you might want to check pile number 2 as well. But anyways, wow, that's sad. Okay, so I'm getting the idea of mistreatment with extremism here, the mistreatment of the beautiful mother that was there for him, the pain. I'm picking up on debilitating pain, particularly from betrayal. Yeah, I can't miss that. Feeling unidentified. I feel like perhaps you have given someone or something so much of yourself only to feel like it betrayed you. And it's a situation that you gave your soul to, because here again we have the mother Hera and looking for her daughter Persephone. There's something about something that you've nurtured so much. You've nurtured a relationship. Maybe you put your heart and soul into a job. You put your heart and soul into helping someone, maybe. And this person or this thing absolutely betrayed you. It, like you're here with a hanged man, it gave its opposite. Like you're not waiting, obviously, if you're doing something from your heart, but at the very least, not the opposite. You know, I feel like you've gotten the complete opposite. You've gotten maltreatment. Like not giving back, that's fine. I'm not saying it's fine, but I mean that's not the thing. But to harm, that's like, that is mind-blowing. To harm the very person who helped you. It reminds me of this saying, biting the hand that feeds you. So yeah, I'm picking up on this situation, a situation that's very painful, whether it happened now or not. It could be familial, like between you and a family member, like a mother to a child, or a child to a mother, or parents. Maybe it's the other way around. You've helped your parents and they betrayed you. That also happens. Maybe it's your spouse, partner, lover, friend, really, someone close to you, or a situation that you've nurtured as discussed, and it surprised you. Oh my God, it surprised you, and it's currently fighting you. It seems it's currently fighting you. Right. So what is not seen about this situation? With feeling unseen here, misunderstood, maybe there is an element of gaslighting as well. There could be an element of gaslighting even. That would be like horrible. I'm so sorry about that. But look, it's like the whole universe is standing by you. 11, 11, another one. Like the whole universe is standing by you. In case you're wondering if you're alone or if nobody's seeing what's happening, the whole universe is backing you. It's like the universe is your mother now, and it's going to take care of you. But as I've noticed with the Scorpio energy, now you might not like, but part of the thing, you might not like this, but part of the thing that you're not seeing about the situation, at least the spiritual part, the hidden spiritual part, is that this situation was there to make you stronger. The universe knew that you could transmute that energy to your favor and to become a much stronger person. Someone who's not an easy target, or someone who's not easy to fight with in the first place. Yes, that's the first unseen thing, hidden thing about truth about your situation. It was always there to help you rise like a phoenix. You're an unbeatable soul. And it wasn't there to bring you down. It was there to challenge you, to transmute that energy and to see your real power. Now, having that part said and done in your reading, the other hidden truth about your situation is that you're going to be very fortunate. You've got Fortuna here. Oh my God. You're going to be very fortunate. So I almost have a feeling like this situation isn't over. In fact, with the Ten of Swords, it's just starting, baby. Like the hard part of it has ended and your rise is just beginning. There will be like your rise and fortune and power and winning and people learning about your story. My goodness, that's all on the horizon. We'll talk about it in a moment. But I just want you to know that there will also be a compromise involved. I know you might not like that, but I'm here to show you the truth. that at least the truth that I see in your cards, I could be wrong. So there's some form of compromise here, and you might already pick up on what I'm trying to say because of the story of the goddess. Did I say Hera? I hope I didn't say Hera. I don't know why every time I look at her, like, I don't know what it does to my mind and I say Hera. So I hope I didn't say that. The goddess Demeter, with the story of her daughter Persephone. There's a compromise that happened. She did get her daughter back, but her daughter would go into the underworld 6 months to spend with Hades and would come back 6 months in the world to spend with Demeter, her mom. So there will be some form of compromise here, just so you know. But it will that happen? Yes, there's a form of compromise, but you're going to be very, this is the goddess Fortuna, my goodness, you're going to be very fortunate in this situation. It's going to be on fire. You're going to prove to be a hard opponent, unrecognized. Yeah, just like this person or the situation misunderstood you, boy, will they not recognize you for the simple mere fact that they did misunderstood you from the beginning. So unrecognized means that yes, they've misunderstood you. Perhaps this is why they've done what they've done. But because of the misunderstanding and the undermining here, they are about to find out what you're made out of with the Queen of Swords. They are about to find your real power. Venus and Aries, real power here. Your love is strong, and by strength, it entails everything. You love hard, but you fight hard. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing what's going to happen in this situation. What you're not seeing is that there's a new beginning, for sure. Now, here's the thing about your new beginning. I'm like, the cards are uncovering all of the hidden things about the situation that you're not seeing. This is a very peculiar pile because there are so many hidden things that you can't see, other than the spiritual lesson, of course. But yeah, how you're going to be very fortunate and all the things we discussed. But here's another thing. Now, things are about to move. Things are about to happen. The truth is about to be revealed with the Queen of Swords. The things moving in the correct manner are about to happen. And there's a jump start with the Fool card. But here's the thing. There's an initial jump start where your heart kicks in. You're like, oh my God, look at all of the things changing and moving. And oh my God, look at all the action. But then right away with the Hanged Man, there's another pause, a long one, before it starts moving again. You know what this reminds me of how planets change their signs? Like, for example, let's take Uranus. Uranus. There's a debate in pronunciation because of the obvious. But anyways, how it entered into Gemini this year, and then for a while, and then it's going to go back to its sign that it was in right before Gemini. I can't remember, not an astrologer, until next year at around this time, where it, I don't want to say permanently, but goes back to Gemini, where it stays for a long while. And so similarly, your story with what's about to happen here, things are about to kick off with the Fool card, only to go back to its long pause again, or temporary this time, but for a while, before it kicks and actually and it brings the actual things that we're seeing here. You see, we're gonna see how it's gonna kick off with this card in a moment, but you get the gist here. Suddenly these days, it's gonna make a start, or maybe it already made a move, or it's gonna make a move with the Fool card where you go, oh my God, look at the action, look what's going on. Yeah, and then later on it moves again. Now, what's about to begin these days? What's that move? Six of Cups, bringing the old back. So this could be an old story. Yeah, we understand, things were stagnant. It's like you're picking things up where you left off. It revives again. It starts growing again with the Six of Cups. It starts evolving. The situation starts evolving. It's like, oh, it's happening, it's moving, it's growing. It's the same thing. It's saying the same thing. Six of Cups is a favorable card, which means you're going to start seeing that it's working to your favor. You start seeing the care that you've once given. You start seeing like the situation is nurturing you. Six of Cups is a card of child. Again, child and mother. In that case, it's the universe now showing you how it's taking care of you with regards to this situation. Okay. How long is the pause? Thank you. Emperor, 4. We're seeing a 4. High Priestess, 2. World. Well, for some of you, you might not like this. I'm going to be frank with you. With the World appearing here, this might be one... No, wait a minute. I was going to say one cycle around the sun with the Earth here, but it could be one cycle around the Earth, which could be the moon, which is the moon right there in the High Priestess. So for some of you, it is 4 months or 4 years, depending on what this is, like the scope of what we're looking at. So for some of you, it's 4 months. For some of you, it's a whole year. For some of you, it's 1 month. And for some of you, with the High Priestess, this is something you're not going to like, but it could be... No, it's not really unknown. It's saying use my intuition. I'm seeing the horns of Hathor, the ancient Egyptian goddess of love. Hathor. Taurus is April. Aries with the Emperor is March of next year. Okay, I think I picked up on what this is trying to say. Please take it as it resonates. Everything I said could resonate with you. See what makes sense. But I'm seeing something actually around next April. Yeah, you know, the cusp of Aries and Taurus. Something around the end of March, beginning of April of next year. Yeah, I gotta be honest there. There's a little bit of a pause there. Maybe if you're watching this reading later, that's around the corner, so that makes sense. Maybe this is all saying the next moon in Aries or Taurus. It may be saying like it's 4 to 2 months, 4 months, 2 months to a year for some of you, but that's what I'm seeing. My dear pile number 3, timing is so specific, and so it may not be the specific, may not be always the right thing that one would read. Very specific. I could look at some hair and go, oh, someone here has red hair, and I know it's a general reading. Everyone's going to be different. Speaking of which, you might have brown hair. But anyways, oh, red hair or red hair. Anyways, my apologies here. I digress. It looks like it's around April to March. Anyways, moving forward, that's another thing here. There's a kickoff before another pause, and it starts moving again. So what are you moving towards? You're moving towards things coming into order, right? Because it looks like it's so chaotic now. Things coming into order, you gaining power over this situation, you showing up as a hard opponent, a strong opponent, and also people start talking about it with interview. Gotcha question, fake news, people start realizing the lies, the manipulation, the gaslighting, the There's a lot of investigation, a lot of also people hearing your voice. Your voice is heard. And a lot of fortune. Let's not forget that. You're going to get a lot of fortune. You might be asking now, what is my fortune? Good question. What is your fortune in this whole situation, my dear pile number 3? Knight of Swords. Correction. Oh, look at the cherry blossoms. They're so cute. The star. Wow. The Two of Wands. 3 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. So other than the compromise, which we will, I'm sure by now you want to know what is that compromise. I totally forgot that there's a compromise here. We're going to find out about this compromise. But nonetheless, you're free with the Two of Wands. Also, the truth is revealed. That's another thing. Whereas before you were stuck and in pain. At least in the when it comes to the part of where you're compromised, the truth is revealed. The world sees the situation. Everyone knows about the situation. You're no longer stuck and so on. And we'll expand more on that. You're going to be very fortunate in 2 things. With the star, there's so much going on here. You're becoming very popular, and popular could mean you're winning everybody's hearts. There's healing with the star card, great healing. Star card is a wish. You have a massive wish when it comes to the situation. It's coming true, albeit with some compromise. But you're also going to be fortunate in how the truth comes out. That keeps coming up. And harsh truth. Look, Knight of Swords does not care. It does the right thing. It's that blunt truth, so to speak. So blunt truth comes out. And it's going to feel good because of the cherry blossoms. So for you, that blunt truth coming out is just music to your ears because it is freeing to you with the Knight of Swords. You're free because there's an aspect of you being stuck here. So you're free to move fast even. You're free to live the life that you want. You're going to be very fortunate. To keep saying with something that you're wishing. So I'm guessing here, each one has a different wish when it comes to this particular situation. Some people want money. In that case, that's their fortune. Some people want a person to grow, or a situation with more harmony and love between the family members. Then they get that. That's their fortune here. I don't know what each one listening to here really wishes for, but I can tell you that your wish will happen. Despite that, there is a compromise. With this compromise, there's a benefit for you. You're free. At least you're free, you're thinking. At least I'm free. At least I'm not stuck and in pain anymore. But what is the compromise? Why is there a compromise here? What is the 3 of Swords and 8 of Swords signifying for pile number 3, please? What? What? It looks to me like the compromise is about you being stuck in something. How can you be stuck and free at the same time? What is your situation? I wish this was like a live reading where you guys can tell me what's going on here. What? And I want to do a live reading with you guys soon so we can like talk about each one's reading. That will be so much fun. But I'm trying to find the time for that. There's an aspect of your situation where you're free, but not entirely. That's the part you're not going to like. like your hands aren't tied anymore. Yes, your hands aren't tied anymore. But there's something about you still gotta be part of the situation one way or the other. Like, let me think of something to try to translate what I'm seeing here. Let's say, oh, you know what the fastest thing I can think about? Like a divorce, for example. You're free, but because you have children together, for example, you're not entirely free. Like, let's say you have to, every once in a while, talk to each other. Hey, the kids need this. Hey, when are you gonna, I need to see my children, of course, please see them. The children need that. I don't know what parents need to properly communicate with each other for the sake of the children. So that's an example of being free but not entirely free. You're free, but there's an element here. If you follow the example I've just given you, there's an element where you're not in, like your hands aren't tied anymore, but there's something about it that makes you not totally released. You see what I'm saying? But I guess for you, it's fine. You're like, okay, it's fine. I'm free. You're going to have a dream come true. You're going to have a lot of fortune after you release the situation. A lot of fortune, specifically one you're dreaming of. So you're going to be very lucky. I believe it's a byproduct of this transmutation energy and how you have shifted from one realm to another, transmuted that energy. You're an alchemist here who have used their pain to empower themselves. So that's going to bring a lot of fortune and luck and dreams coming true. The truth is going to come out. That's another very fortunate thing. Not everyone that goes through hardship are able to heal their hearts through, with the truth coming out. But yeah, I gotta be honest with you. There's like, you're still not 100% released, but your hands aren't tied any longer. Very interesting reading, that was full of hidden truths that were being uncovered, whether it's about your spiritual learning or the future to come. Is there anything now? Yeah, and how things are gonna, that's all the future. Is there anything now happening now that's well, for now, what the truth is that things are about to blow up. The hidden, the uncovered is going to be uncovered. Bam, it's going to come out. Pause, then things are going to move. Yeah. And my dear, like, you're going to go through a massive transformation here. My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing your reading a lot. It was full of interesting details. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.